So my name is Atri. I'm here to just hear about your ideas and where you are in your process.
Okay, so I'm Archana. So the theme that I chose is transformation. And so I wanted to go into like a traditional route with it.
Is there anything that you would like me to look for, or how can I support you?
Definitely just give me any feedback. I'm open to anything.
How are you showing transformation in your piece? Like, how are you taking it forward? How are you making that the theme of your piece?
I feel like the main thing that the audience will notice of the transformation will be the music.
Okay.
And the mood changes. Like the first stage would be like more like storytelling kind of, like, oh, this is what he did. And then the second one will be more like romantic. And then the third song will definitely be like very divine.
If you're trying to make the story super obvious, some of the things that are happening in the background, I don't know how you want to think about it, but just to highlight those places a little bit, because there's a lot of things happening in the front. Beautiful things, please don't take that, I'm not taking that away. There's lovely dancing that's happening, but sometimes it's taken away from some of the stories that are happening in the background. Yeah.
Atrika's feedback was very valuable and was definitely what I was looking for in this episode. She mentioned a lot of things that was really helpful to me. I feel like right now my piece is really like a better than Natya dancer would definitely understand it, and I feel like one thing I can work on is capturing the rest of the audience, like who are not better than Natya dancers.
Hi, I'm Arrthami. I'm looking forward to seeing your piece.
My name is Bruthuvi. I'm a huge fan of your work. I've been following up with you a lot. I chose the theme Breaking Boundaries. So how I wanted to interpret this was not something basic, not something how a normal person would interpret this.
I'm so excited. I'm excited to see what you're going to put together, and I'm hoping that I can give you the feedback that you need for this to be executed in the best possible way for your group.
Yes, thank you.
Is there anything that you're looking for specifically? Like, which part of the piece are you focusing on today? And
like where I am in the piece right now, like they haven't like gotten to that part yet.
Yeah.
It's very much still like orderly and systematic right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think just movement and I just want like more feedback on.
Sure. Okay. I thought that was really good. I think the choice of song in the beginning, the choice of music, was unusual and it was tasteful, so that was good. But I appreciated how the pace picked up and the orbiting picked up and the movements picked up with that, and so there was a feeling as an audience member of anticipation of what's happening. I thought you guys, I love the choice of movements. I loved how you guys did the these and all of these, and it was singing along nicely. You guys were playing along with that really nicely. I would love to see as you guys progress with this, and I'm assuming you probably had like a couple of practices only, but to really feel each other's energy as you guys are doing the movements that are more in sync. And so if you guys are doing a they, he, I want to see the breath that you guys are pulling up and dropping, and that's something that it's such a simple movement that I always like even tell my students, but find that breath with each other, especially with this group choreography, and you guys are facing in different directions, but it's like you feel this like pull and drop, and I want to feel that. I want to feel that between you guys, because right now you guys are doing these individual movements that look beautiful, but now it's bringing it together, that synergy, that energy.
First, I was like really surprised to see that Arrthami was here. I really look up to her, so her feedback is really important to me as a dancer. Her feedback was honestly really helpful. As like a new choreographer, I kind of need that validation and that reassurance that like, okay, maybe I'm on the right track. So it was good to get someone on the higher level to like give me that feedback. It was good that what I was trying to portray is being portrayed, right? And I do need to work on formation and space and what I'm like the storyline. I need to make that more clear, and definitely I need to work with each dancer because we do come from different backgrounds of dance. Well, some of us, and I think we just need to like be in sync and just have that synergy as a dance.
My name is Atri.
Nice to meet you, Kashmia.
Very nice to meet you.
So my theme is self-discovery.
Okay.
So the way we've tried to have the piece go is there's 2 songs, so we're keeping it really simple. The first song,
I like how 2 songs are simple.
yeah, not a lot of mix and matching, none of that, none of the remixes here.
2 songs, simple.
Yeah, 2 songs, very simple. And the reason I did that is because we're basically going to show contrast.
Okay.
So in the first song, it's very slow, very calm. It starts with a lot of synchronized movements, and we're actually trying to mimic a clock. So by the end of the song, everyone kind of realizes that they're trying to break out. And then the second song is a complete contrast. It's like very powerful, strong movements, a lot of like expressive emotions.
I think regardless of whether you are using English versus Carnatic music, there's still a way that Bharatanatyam dancers use music. If we're used to a certain style of listening to Carnatic music, then we're still going to treat other music
Exactly.
Right? So I think that's
like you'll still see a jadi in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because we're going to listen to that music.
Of course, you're going to hear it that way. Yeah,
exactly.
Of course. But there are so many things in here that you can dip into, and I think that's really cool.
Thank you.
No, it's so amazing.
I'm excited for you to see it.
Yeah, me too.
Because the beginning feels so staccato and it needs to be together, I think as dancers, most of us work in ensemble work most of the time. Solo work is, I feel like it's rare, but please correct me if I'm wrong, but we work in ensemble quite often. So here, I think the ask of the choreographer is that everything is quite like tight together, not just in terms of movement, but also in terms of like your emotion and feeling, because the abhinaya that all of you innately have on your face is there's variances. Just because, again, this thing of like being in an ensemble and like working together, and if this is your thought process, then it has to feel like you are in my face, like you are, like that movement is like really big towards me. Yeah.
Other than that, I think you captured everything really well.
Thank you
for the feedback.
No, of course.
And I like the metaphor of like, I want the audience to feel in your face. Like that's a good metaphor.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's something that we can keep in mind when we're practicing. Like a lot of big movement, a lot of harsh movement.
Yeah.
Again, in your face. Right. So even some of the steps I was telling them, I'm like, don't kick back.
Yeah.
Kick forward. Like fall forward.
I also think that I want to feel that, especially with like the difference between the first and second piece. Like I do want to feel more power from you.
Triyaka definitely provided very useful feedback. It's a lot of it aligned with my vision, what I've been telling my dancers. So it's nice to feel that we were on the same page on that, especially because she's such an esteemed artist. I loved her detail. I loved the way she's able to interpret the same things I interpreted, and her attention to working as a group, working as an ensemble, right? She used a lot of great metaphors. She was saying like, for that second song, you really have to be in the audience's face, which is a great way of putting that, because that's exactly what we want to show with that piece. And I think it's nice that my dancers can hear it from someone else, because then they'll feel like, hey, you know what? Maybe I should start focusing on this in my practice. So that's definitely really nice.
I'm so excited to see what these choreographers put together for their show on July 13th at Nritya Pravaham. I'm looking forward to it.